Hello.
Hello.
Illicit Fox is back again with another video. We're not
That's
in
just a
specific,
random fucking
just a random thing.
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
best way I could describe it.
So this is going to be a partly in-depth analysis.
But also just mostly, it's not serious, but
No, but our experience with it
yes.
of Temple, aka Fight Club.
Yes. See, most people focus on Fight Club, which you see highlighted in like a light blue down low. But there's so much more to this. And we learned this because me and Illicit play this game in a very different way. We're not sweaty nerd necks. We like to have fun. So we put
turn
spirits
on,
on and just shit on computers.
Yep.
Just absolutely obliterate them. Because it's so
Yeah.
much more fun than having to struggle for your fucking life against no lives that fucking have 2,000 hours in Smash.
Exactly. Like, if they modeled the CPUs off of people like that, and then once in the game release they had to tone it down,
Yeah.
there's a problem.
Right. So, that's just me. And people could say, get good. Well,
Yeah, I guess, but
I don't feel like it.
sometimes I just want to let my brain turn off.
And I wanna have
just
fun.
Have fun.
And do like 500 fucking damage
Yep.
together. So, how do you want to go about this? Do you want to explain each of
Pretty much.
Okay.
So, for a bit of context, majority of the time, we play Ganon with these
Yes.
spirits on. It's
Ganon-
just so fucking fun.
Ganon, Donkey Kong, I play a little bit of King DDD.
I use Bowser a fair amount.
Yeah.
Link still every now and
Yeah.
again. Still my normal main. So I guess I'll go start with good old Fight Club. You know, just good old Fight Club. How can you go wrong with it?
You can bounce people off the roofs. That
This
little
is something to be
swing-
explained later.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there'll be
you get
context.
to... This is just a good area where anything can happen. It's like a little battlefield almost. But with the exception of all of this to
Yeah.
bounce off of, to somehow maybe recover off of, but especially just the hit stone where you do.
And if you hit that little slant where you see like the G in Fight Club on Hypersense, it can like launch people sideways.
Yep,
Like
it's insane.
it's so fun. But you probably wouldn't see that much in a traditional fight, but like if you play with spirits on, or I guess if you get someone to a
Again,
really high percent.
I have seen it in decent fights where Ganon's spike can still end up doing that. It just launches people off that way, especially light characters.
Yeah.
Very
Which we usually fight Jigglypuff.
we gotta do Pichu next time.
Oh god. Okay, so
So
let's explain
speaking of Jigglypuff,
Balloon
Fighter. So most attacks when we have these spirits on shield break.
Oh,
Ganon's
yeah.
dash.
down air.
The only thing I've seen not necessarily shield break every time is like the weak spot of his up air.
Yeah.
That's it. Like once it's at the very end of the
Or
animation.
one hit off neutral air. Not two hits.
Jigglypuff's shield can be broken here, and this may be a problem for any Jigglypuff player, honestly.
Because they go flying into the fucking stratosphere.
The geometry just doesn't stop them at all, and they just go all the way the fuck out.
Yep.
Like, they can be saved. I don't even know if they can be saved here. I can almost get... I swear to God, we need to test that at some point. To see if they can, like, launch up this way and all the way out.
Okay, so
But
smallest
anyways,
battle.
Smallest battlefield. I'm proud of that.
This
name.
is fun in duos because like the computer has like no chance to respond to fucking
That's
anything.
such a common theme with the duos that we do. Is the computer? I swear to God, we're gonna upload footage of this shit at some point.
Yeah.
The computers just have no chance. Even if they do everything right, they still open themselves up to an opportunity to be hit.
Yep.
And it's like there's always a swing coming at them.
Oh, and then we usually play now on stamina modes, and they have a
Yeah.
lot more hit stun on
Oh
stamina.
my God! Not to mention the grabs. DK's grabs
grab.
are ridiculous.
If you reduce them, so we play on like 999 HP with like we now do 20 stocks because it goes by so quick with
Yeah.
spirits on.
That and Kirby or Jigglypuff's shield break.
Shield break. And then basically what you could do is do like 200, 300 damage and then just hold them, do the cargo hold with DK, and just go to town. And you can like go from like 700 to 0 if you
Yep.
do, in some cases. Like extreme cases. But usually you could get a good 300 to 400 out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the lower they get, the longer they'll stay there. So.
And that's so actually really interesting because if you shield break, or if you shield break with them at a low percentage, they recover out of it like ridiculously quick.
Yeah, like they have like no stun.
It's the opposite effect, interestingly. Let's keep going.
Okay.
We got a whole map to get over.
Do you want to do Bad Recovery Alley? I think that's a pretty self-explanatory
Yeah.
one. That goes on both the top ledge, which we'll get to in a bit, and just in general getting hit off of Smallest Battlefield.
Pretty
if you
much.
play any character that has no good vertical recovery, you're just fucked.
You're toast.
You're toast. You're dead.
Like, a lot of characters I know can work their way up this way. They can even use the geometry if they get past this point to lift up like that. But if you don't have any decent amount of recovery, you're fucked. Now, if you intentionally come down this way, even a character with, like, not great recovery can make it. I'm pretty sure Ganon can make it.
Yeah.
Like, by jumping backwards off and, like, using your double jump somewhere over here, you can make it. I swear you can. But anyways, you have to be really fine about it.
So, I'm going to go back a little bit. Let's go back towards I have the low ground. Okay?
God. This area. There's
So
a
many
reason for
combos
this
and
name.
shit.
Having the high ground in this situation is one of the worst things that can happen to you.
Because you can just keep getting spammed with fucking up airs from below.
Just any aerial.
Or, yeah.
You're combo food for aerials. I can slam together 2 forward airs, a neutral, hit a fucking up air in there. With DK standing here, I can just spam his up tilt until they reach a certain height. Then I can just start hopping up and using his up air. It's funny as shit.
Yep.
Um,
I don't really have much to say about it other than you just become combo food there. That's it.
If this wasn't the pain corner already,
That's
this
the
would
pain
be
tunnel?
the pain tunnel, the pain subway,
Damn. Okay, but speaking of which, the
the
pain,
pain
corner.
corner. Oh
So
my god.
we have some clips.
We've got to show those clips off at one point.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually do some editing.
Yeah, it'd be nice to edit them in here. Just absolute destruction going on here. Ganon's
trap
neutral, like air, and just getting down aired, constantly stomped on over and
And then it has
over.
the hit stun not only from being in stamina mode, but from like the
The
electric
insane
effects.
spirits too.
That and the electricity effects that Ganon's down aerial has.
I love it.
It's so ridiculous.
It's so fun for no reason.
Okay. Stomping grounds. It's where they
Stomping
get
grounds?
stomped and get put into Bad Recovery Alley.
Yep. There's a lot of like aerial game that can happen
Yeah.
here, which is why this is called Coward's Territory, because they'll hide up here and you can pop up and just spam a bunch of aerials at them,
Yeah.
just clipping barely through the ground. But Stomping Grounds, it's named that for a reason.
Mainly 'cause
Very
you play Ganon.
easy to like
Spike.
do the same thing over here, but it's carrying them along sideways until they reach here into Bad Recovery Alley. It's so fun chasing them down too. But yeah, Cowards. No!
What? Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Okay.
Coward's Territory.
Alright.
And Resting Grounds. It's called that. It has to have 2 names. The same goes for the one over here.
Yeah.
Because it's not just Coward's Territory, because we utilize it. We're not cowards.
Yeah, we'll
so it
chase
has
their
to have
asses down,
it has
beat
to have a
'em up.
second name.
Exactly.
Resting Grounds. This is where we sit here and recover, taunt a little,
Shit on
have
them
some
a little.
fun. But the thing with Ganon is it takes a lot of effort to get up here. So unless you're chasing the CPU down, the air player somehow gets them. Shit, it happened again. And like the air player somehow gets them. Then that's your resting grounds. If you're playing our characters, then maybe.
Okay,
Whatever.
so the brothel.
The brothel. That is
honestly-
literally just the temple.
Yeah, it's just the temple. We didn't really have a name for it. Honestly, it's
I
more
didn't
of a,
name the stairs.
it's more of a transitionary space, but the stairs can be used for some funny angles if you spike into them. see-
Impromptu name, Stairway to Hell.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Because,
So-
like, this can do the same thing that this little ledge does. Just shoot you off.
So the balance zone is really quickly. It's just simple. It's really funny if you knock someone sideways in there, because like even on lower percents, they'll just bounce like a good 1 or 2 times really hard, and they'll get the impact effect. It's just funny.
If you can hit them on this ledge, like, if you can both fit on this ledge, I've seen it once. Just do.
Yeah, exactly.
It is fucking
And then
hilarious.
Stone Temple pilots. I don't like them.
I don't either.
Not other after their first album.
Now
Everything else was mid.
this is a fun area because again, these two little spots, no matter how small they look, they'll shoot you off. We didn't play to jog our memories. I think
I think we played enough Fight Clubs.
Yeah, I think these can do the same thing.
Yes, they
but
can.
Rarely, because usually you'll
And
get
then
nailed
fighting
up
against Jigglypuff, that little like stub between
Here.
Stomp Temple Pilots, I read it wrong, and Ricochet Road, that Jigglypuff so many times will just duck below your attacks. It's so
Yep.
fucking annoying.
One of the most annoying things I've seen Jigglypuff do is it was like Jigglypuff is at like 15%, and I was wailing on him down here in good old Fight Club. That motherfucker hopped out of here, went all the way this way, started floating all the way the fuck this way, and coming back the fuck around. So fucking annoying.
Okay, so, you actually mislabeled Ricochet Road. I was referring to the space below Stomp Temple Pilots because Jigglypuff likes to float up there, and usually we'll hit her with an up air and bounce her down.
Oh, this is Ricochet Road.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
And then more
Cowards territory. This is where they'll float their ass off down here or something.
Float around all gaily.
Yep. Spike County though, because you can easily chase them down.
Oh hell yeah.
Or if you're not chasing them down from here, you can just make your way down this way and catch them and put them into the fucking Ricochet Road.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much diversity and fun you can have here.
Yeah, and
It's not just Fight Club.
But most people don't realize that because they're too busy taking the game way too fucking seriously.
No, I wouldn't say that. They're just not appreciating the small things. They're not like, they didn't go through and label it the way we did either. Like, this is so worthwhile to do with your own experiences with Fight Club.
Yeah.
Except for Smallest Battlefield. That stays no matter what. Because this is,
That was
how
a
is this
banger.
not small? Well, maybe it's Smallest, Final Destination. But either way, it's Smallest Battlefield. You don't need the platforms.
Yeah. All right. Is that it? I think we've given.
Is that it?
I think so. I think we gave a pretty good rundown of Fight Club. It's
Pretty much.
It's probably like one of my favorite maps to play overall
Me
in
too.
Smash. It's probably the most fun. Like, we play that map like 95% of the time when we play. So, yeah. An ode to our favorite map, Fight Club.
Good old Fight Club here. Oh, just gotta get clean for the final one.
Yeah.
Look at it.
All its glory.
All its glory.
Thank you for this joining us on this random rant about Fight Club.
About an ode to Fight Club.
An ode to Fight Club.
I guess I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.